CBS News.
Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes. Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-26-88-888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier. Almarai Company, in collaboration with Competitive Manpower, is urgently hiring for the following exciting roles: Grade 1 mechanics, panel beaters, refrigeration technicians, lead mechanics, diesel plant mechanics, welders and stainless steel welders. Why apply? This is a free recruitment with no application or placement fees required. Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
You're watching CBS News.
Hello and good evening. Welcome to CBS News Prime Time on that day of July 2025. It's good to have you back. My name is DORIS. WAITHERA. Today we kick off with some good news on our first story. And tears of joy and relief overwhelmed the family of Diang'ui Kenyagia as he presented himself in the company of his lawyers at the Milimani Law Courts. Diang'ui has been missing for the last 10 days, but it appears he went into hiding and only presented himself in court today when his safety was guaranteed. The family was living in fear that their kin had been kidnapped and probably could have been murdered due to the recent cases of kidnapping witnessed in the country. In a press conference, the family's lawyers shared that after Tuesday's ruling, Diang'ui contacted one of his family members, an advocate of the High Court, stating he was safe.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
As you are all aware, we were here on Tuesday, and there was an order issued to the DCI that first he appears here in person to produce Mr. Diang'ui, all his body, or to explain to court why he can't be produced. We are happy to say that after that order was made, that was on Tuesday, as we have communicated to court, Mr. Diang'ui was able to contact one of his family members, and then to to move a bit quickly, that is the manner in which he found his way to this court today. Because we were able to process that and to advise him to come to court. And so to cut the story short, he is here.
Crossing over to Western, emotions ran high as family, friends and local dignitaries received the body of teacher and blogger Albert Ojwang in Homa Bay County, with calls for justice echoing in the air. The 31-year-old husband, father and son will be laid to rest in his father's home in Kokwanyo village. A part of the police station in Mawego where Albert was first booked was set on fire by angry youths calling for justice. Albert was arrested on June 7, 2025 in Kakod village over reported online defamation of Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat and later died in police custody at the Nairobi police station where he was booked. His death ignited nationwide protests against police brutality, with human rights groups and political leaders demanding accountability.
Yep.
Kitu ndani desha na hiyo
ni
Still on Albert, during his requiem mass held at Rejoice Baptist yesterday, his father Mishak Ojwang paid tribute to his son and stated that those responsible for his son's innocent death will not have peace, referencing the story of Cain and Abel in the Bible. Albert's mother mourned his only son as a diligent man, noting that he always provided for the family. His wife, Nevina Onyango, said that her late husband was her strongest moral support and that the journey ahead will be a difficult one.
He has been an amazing person in my life. He has been really encouraging. He's made me courageous. You know, at some point I was weak, I was down, but he'll sit me down and tell me, you know, you don't have to be shy. At some point you don't have to be like weak. You have to stand out, talk, be very courageous. So Albert left at a time where I didn't expect that he would leave. When we last talked, when he was in Central Police Station, I think I'm the last person he talked to. And his last words were, "I love you, see you soon." So seeing him soon here or even in the mortuary it really broke me.
Nataka niseme ya kwamba damu hiyo ya Albert ambayo imemwagika bila hatia, walio na uwezo kuona kwamba wanachukua damu ya maisha ya wenzi wao na kumwaga damu ili wabakie katika hali yao na kuficha uovu wao, basi wajue kwamba watabaki na heshima, watabaki na utajiri na sifa za aina yote, lakini hawatakuwa na amani katika maisha yao.
Nimesema pole sana kwa mtoto wangu. Alitolewa kwa mkono wangu kama nimempa chakula aweze kukula.
Nyadhani huko mwenye ukatakuwa
hakuchuna hata ugali.
Ukagenda ni chako kikanye.
Sijui nitaanzia wapi.
Ati mumosneto. Lakini agonye nyatina muda umyodhigi kue.
Nimesema pole.
Nyatina odhigi kue.
Na nimemrelease aende na amani.
And good news, as construction of a new law court in Marigat town, Baringo County has kicked off. The project will be a collaboration between the judiciary and Baringo South Member of Parliament Charles Kamuren to establish a much-needed court in the area. The new court aims to decongest existing courts in Kabarnet and Eldama Ravine, reducing travel distances for residents seeking judicial services.
Lengo ya kotini ni kutafutia mtu haki yake. So hiyo itaweza kufupisha kwa wingi kabisa hiyo mambo ambao umeweza kutaja vizuri. Kuna mpangilio ya kufunza wasee ili waangalie nao. Kuna kesi wanaweza kumaliza na kuna kesi ambazo hauwezi maliza. Sasa hizo ndio wataweza kuleta kwa sababu ni kesi ya crime ambayo husiki na hawa.
Kwa vile koti imekuja hapa, nadhani shida nyingi zitaweza kutatuliwa hapa. Kama vile mwanzo ilikuwa ikifanywa zikitatuliwa manyumbani na vitotoroni, sasa hizi kesi ambazo kwamba zinasumbua watu zitatatuliwa na mahakama na itasaidia wananchi sehemu kubwa sana.
Mara nyingi tunatuma wale ambao kwamba wamezozana waende Nakuru, kwa sababu Nakuru kadhi wa Nakuru wanasafu mpaka Marigat. Kwa hivyo inakuwa ni hatua ndefu, na kwa hivyo tulikuwa tunaomba serikali pamoja na wahusika pia waweze kusikiza kilio chetu. Vile wanavyoleta Marigat koti za kisheria, vile pia waweze kuweka kadhi court, kwa sababu pia mji huu kuna Waislamu ambao kwamba na matatizo yao.
Crossing over to coast, activists in Mombasa have risen against heightened intimidation efforts by individuals after receiving threats that they were highlighted for participating in June 25th, 2025 protests. They stated that it was the right of every individual to protest and denied claims that the protest was sponsored. They warned that if the targeted people were to disappear, the whole of Mombasa will be targeted.
Ili ya kufuata wanaharakati na kuwadhalilisha, fuateni viongozi ambao wanahusika na kuhangaisha wananchi, fuateni wahalifu ambao wameonekana kwenye kamera wakiweza kuhangaisha wananchi. Ukiangalia katiba kipengee cha 244 kinawahimiza polisi wakati wanapofanya shughuli zao za kushika watu wazingatie masuala ya kikatiba, wazingatie haki za kibinadamu.
Tumepata teteshi wanasema kuwa maandamano zote zinakuwa funded by who? Kama wanajua wa arrest wale watu ambao wanafund maandamano. Hii ni propaganda, hii ni kuleta watu waogope, vijana waogope. Kwa hivyo ni script ambayo inatumika Kenya nzima ili ionekane, itie sumu kuwa tunakuwa funded. Hakuna mtu anafund hizi maandamano. Vijana wanajitoa wenyewe volunteering, kwa sababu inchi imeporomoka, inchi wanakufa vijana, inchi abduction kibao, inchi ina shida, bad governance. Kwa hivyo vijana wanajitokeza wenyewe.
Tumeweza kuona vitisho, nikianza na afisa wetu wa Rapid Response Auma, tuko na Walid hapa, wameweza kupata tetesi na vitisho kuwa wako kwa ile target list ya organizers wa Gen Z protest na kuwa wao ndio next. Kwa hivyo tunasema kuwa ukimkujia ama ukija kuwachukua hawa, umechukua Mombasa mzima, na tutasimama na wao na tunakemea zile hali za police brutality, zile kidnapping zenye zimefanyika Nairobi, na tunasema pia huu si muungano ama si vuguvugu la kisiasa.
Let's take a short break. Don't go far. We will be back with more news, even as today is a sad day for the sports world. Stay tuned, we will tell you more.
You're watching CBS News.
Join our team at AYTB in partnership with Competitive Manpower. AYTB is seeking qualified candidates for the following positions: Technical Advisor, QA or QC Personnel, Shop Coordinator, Report Organizer, Rotating Equipment Repair Technician, Valve Overhaul Technician, machining technician.
Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available. Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act. First opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates.
You're watching CBS News.
Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back. Now, 3 activists identified as John Mulingwanzau Garang, Mark Amiani Generari, and Francis Mutunge Mwangi Chebukati were arrested in connection with June 25th protests. The 3 activists, who are released on a cash bail of 200,000 Kenyan shillings each, were required to report to Muthaiga police station every Monday and Thursday at 9 a.m. The activists were arrested on suspicion of fueling the violence during the protests. They were allegedly linked to incidents of theft, incitement, and property destruction and were apprehended on a bus heading to Mombasa. The DCI had sought to hold them for 21 days, but the court denied the request, instead granting them bail and imposing them the reporting requirement. Rights groups have refuted claims that the activists were involved in inciting violence and maintain that they are human rights defenders who operate within the bounds of the law.
Been arrested without warrants and detained for more than 24 hours. 2, that they were non-human rights defenders based at Ruaraka social justice movement, hence were not a flight risk as alleged in the supporting affidavit. 3, that they had not been summoned by the deponent, thus could not be said to be fleeing arrest. 4, that there was no justification for the 21 days sought after in terms of a breakdown of the processes needed to be accomplished within the stated period. It is hereby ordered that the respondents be released on cash bail of 200,000 with a contact, that the respondents report to the investigating officer at Muthaiga Police Station every Mondays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. to facilitate the conduct of the investigations, that the respondents desist from utterances and activities akin to those under the subject investigations. This matter shall be mentioned on 23rd day of July this year for further direction. It is so ordered.
And in Parliament, Kenyan members of Parliament have requested the government to provide necessary support to equip members of Parliament with the knowledge they require to catch up with the changing technology. Led by the ICT Committee Chair John Kerry, the MPs retired on the need for the leaders to familiarize themselves with the new technology in order to solve many related issues in the course of their leadership and keep them up to date.
What is our education system doing? Because in this budget this year, this parliament has allocated the biggest allocation to education in Kenya's history. So are we investing in the right things, or are we investing in education that will not be fit for purpose for our learners when they graduate?
The issue of the digital centers being placed, we are being told, get a digital center somewhere, get a land, somewhere. But I think we need now to make it let that land be within an academic institution, where then, because most people may not be able to come and sit down on a computer, they would want to access it on their phones. But then we can have more utilization of these digital centers by the students who are in that school, but also the community to be able to use it. It will be more efficient that the government is investing their money in a place that would be more productive.
We're also doing very well around thinking through how this technology will drive development. As I said, we're not trying to do self-driving cars. We're not trying to send things into the moon. We're very clear. One will fix milk, one will fix food, one will fix education, one will fix health outcomes, one will fix the justice system. So I think in that context, we are doing very well. But then how do we ensure that those sectors themselves understand the technology? I don't think they do. At the pace within which technology has changed, it has completely reshaped geopolitics in the last 2-3 years. And so our leadership as the Silicon Savannah is currently at risk. Because any country with this technology can leapfrog very quickly.
And so coming out of this, as a committee, we are preparing a report and we will strongly recommend for a Parliamentary Office on Science and Technology that equips members, even as they go on the floor, to debate, to be very versed on the issues that you're talking about of the world that we are in.
And today, as we get sporty, today is a sad world as Liverpool star Diogo Jota died in a car accident just 2 weeks after his wedding day. The star, aged 28, died after his Lamborghini veered off a road in northern Spain while traveling with his younger brother, also a professional footballer who died in the crash. Liverpool FC said in a statement that the club is devastated by the tragedy and that Diogo's family, friends, and fans had suffered an unimaginable loss. Flowers and tributes are being laid outside Anfield with many fans in tears. Jota had just married Rute Cardoso, the 28-year-old mother of his 3 children and partner since the age of 16. In his last Instagram post on Wednesday, Jota described himself as the luckiest man in the world to be her husband, sharing moving footage of their wedding day. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo paid tribute to his friend and Portugal teammate and sent his condolences to his family, wife and children and wished them all the strength in the world. Prayers from Chelsea, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain have held moments of silence in memory of Diogo Jota. The clubs are in the USA competing at the Club World Cup. Bado. And heading back to Kenya, Benny McCarthy, Harambee Stars head coach, has unveiled his provisional squad for the upcoming CAF African Nations Championship, a tournament exclusive to players competing in their domestic leagues. Leading the attack will be the league's top scorers Moses Shuma, Emmanuel Osoro and Ryan Ogam, who have netted 17, 16 and 15 times respectively this season. Sofapaka forward Edward Omondi also earns a well-deserved call-up following a standout campaign for his club. In midfield, Kenya Police FC's Mohamed Bajaber adds a creative spark, while first-time national team call-ups Keith Imbali and Ulinzi Stars duo of Yakin Muteheli and Stafford Odhiambo are among the fresh faces included in the squad. This marks Kenya's debut in the CHAN tournament. Harambee Stars will kickstart their CHAN 2024 campaign against DR Congo on August 3rd at Kasarani Stadium before taking on Angola, Morocco and Zambia in the group stage. Milo. And that's all we had for you today. Thank you for staying tuned. My name is Doris WAITHERA. Do have yourself a good night.
You're watching CBS News.
Almarai Company, in collaboration with Competitive Manpower, is urgently hiring for the following exciting roles: Grade 1 mechanics, panel beaters, refrigeration technicians, lead mechanics, diesel plant mechanics, welders and stainless steel welders. Why apply? This is a free recruitment with no application or placement fees required. Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
You're watching CBS News.